Hey everybody, this is Andrew from TS for Tech, and today I'm just going to take a quick look, do an unboxing and initial first test of this new wireless mini microphone system from Comica. I've done some videos of microphones from this company in the past on the channel. I'll link to those in the description or the cards above. And I've always had pretty good feedback, and they make solid devices. Now this is, I don't know if this is the first wireless microphone that they've made for phones, right? So this is really this one is made for the iPhone. So it does have an iPhone lightning connector. I do believe they make this also with a USB-C if you have a phone with a USB-C connection. But basically you end up with a kind of a battery pack where you charge the battery up. You can put all the devices in, the wireless microphones, and they can charge. Kind of think of it like AirPods or something like that, right? So you have 2 channels of audio and then an adapter that goes into the phone. So you can do recordings using a sound recording app on your phone. For this, I will probably try to use the voice memo app and see how that works. But basically, this will really come in handy if you're doing any kind of audio podcasting or just voice recording or interview recording, and you want to use your phone as the main interface for that, or an iPad, I guess, if you have an iPad with a lightning connector. So if you want to use, an iPad with a USB-C, then you can do that, or you can get an adapter, all of those different things. But basically, broadcast level sound in a package here. So just reading quickly, the features on the box, they're mini and lightweight. Magnetic integrated microphone, so we can take a look at that. Support 48 kilohertz, 24-bit recording, broadcast sound and quality. Has USB digital output, so it should work on phones and computers and all of that. Again, depending on the input being Lightning or USB-C. So it has a volume adjustment, 1 key muting. It also supports monitoring with 0 latency. Has a mono stereo switch, a rechargeable storage case, as I said, and basically, low latency and a working range of up to 200 meters in an open area. So, impressive specs, I guess, for this type of portable wireless microphone. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing. Comes in this box with a kind of like a magnetic cover there. In the top, you get some information, user's manual. I don't know what's in here, probably some charging cables or something. So you get a bit of a cable here. I think this is probably for monitoring the audio. So you can monitor it from the receiver. It's like a USB-C with a audio jack and another USB-C. So a couple ways to connect that. Also does come with some wind muffs for the microphones, which is nice. Additionally, you get a USB Type A to USB-C charging cable. Now this has a plastic cover that for some reason already looks like scuffed. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a glossy cover, but it is a little scuffed. Don't know how that happened. Might have happened in the package apparently. But then as you can see, you can open it up. Shows a charge level. Each one of these is the wireless microphone. Has a little clip. And nothing really too much to adjust on here. You could do the mute, or there's a denoise mode as well. I'll have to look at how that works, but there's a one press. You can press it as mute or not. But those basically just kind of snap in there, and as has a little bit of a alligator clip adjuster. So that's what the microphones look like. And then the adapter, as you can see, it looks like this. Now, there is a LED for like which mic is connected. There is a volume adjustment wheel. mono stereo switch, it looks like. It says MS, and then there is a USB Type-C, and this is what you can use to monitor the output. So you can basically plug this guy into here, and then headphones into those if you want to listen while this is attached to your phone. Now, the one thing I noticed right away is I have an OtterBox case on my phone and this won't connect. It's not long enough. So it looks like if you're going to be using this on your phone and you have a thick case, you'll most likely have to take the case off. So, but otherwise, you can plug that in. You can see it starts flashing. I'll go ahead and go into the voice memo app here. I'll put one of these on. See what happens. So I took it out of the case and then it shows a solid blue line there. So basically I started a test recording, and as you can see, I think I have the volume in about the middle. I'll turn it up a little bit here. But as I talk, you should be able to see the waveform on the screen, and and you can basically do the recording on your iOS device or whatever device that you have this hooked up to. So it's pretty simple to set up. Basically just plug the receiver in, take a microphone out, clip it on whoever you want to hear or whatever you want to record, and then you can start recording. Now, I don't really know what this is going to sound like, so I'm going to basically have to do some testing off camera and do some testing on the computer. So what I'll do is jump over to the computer and I'll try to record the voiceover using this device so you can hear the sound quality. So that's how I'll finish up my thoughts on this device, and we can talk a little bit more after the fact. So I'll hop over there and finish up the review. Hey everybody, so this is Andrew from T is for Tech, and what I'm doing right now is I have the Comica microphone kind of attached to my shirt, and I'm recording on my iPhone 13 Pro Max, the front-facing camera, and hopefully this is actually coming out okay and sounding okay. I have the wheel on the gain knob about halfway from the 0 to 100%, so halfway around on the gain. And I did test this a little bit earlier, and I thought it did sound pretty decent. There was no clipping on the waveforms or anything like that. So basically, this is just the microphone kind of a little bit below, kind of middle of my chest. And that's what the sound sounds like. And just to prove that this is the microphone, sorry, it's hard to hold the camera. I'll do this so you can see, like, you should be able to hear the fact that I was rubbing the microphone there. So you know that it's not the sound coming from the phone, it's actually from the microphone. Now there's a mode on here as well, and I can't tell with the background noise. I do have a few things running in my office here. I've got some Synology disk stations and things like that make a little bit of background noise. And this the microphone itself has a noise reduction button built in. So I'm going to press and hold that. And hopefully that turned it on. And basically it should have dropped the noise floor for any of the background noise that you might hear or might have heard prior to me turning it on. So I hope that actually worked. So when the noise reduction is off, the light is blue. When you hold the button down, it turns green. So I'm assuming the noise reduction being turned on, it's green. If I hold it again for a couple seconds, maybe turns back to blue. And it should also have a mute button. I think maybe if you press it once. So it was on mute and I was talking. So I said if you press it once, it turns red and that means it's muted. If you long press it, that turns on the noise reduction and then the light turns green. And then if you hold it again, it goes back to the normal mode. So sorry for some confusion there. I just, as I always do, I never read the instructions before I do anything, which is probably a bad idea. But anyways, hopefully this gives you a little bit of a sense of what the sound sounds like. And yeah, I mean, overall, I think these are pretty nifty little microphones. Like I said, when I did the unboxing, the only thing I'm a little bit annoyed with is that the post with the lightning adapter isn't longer. So if you have a case that is thick, like I have an OtterBox case, and that's not really even thick, it's like a normal case, it won't plug in, right? So you have to take the case off the phone in order to use the lightning connection with the receiver. I did test out by plugging in headphones into the little Y plug output, so you can preview the audio, so you can hear the levels, and then you can use the wheel to adjust the levels to what sounds good and isn't clipping. So that's nice to be able to listen and monitor the sound, make sure it's working, etc. Yeah, so I will link to Comica's website. I believe these are being announced on December 2nd, so this video will be released on December 2nd. And yeah, I don't know what the price of these is yet. If I do find that out, I'll put it in the description of the video. Like I said, though, it is a new product, and I do thank Comica for sending this over to the channel for an unboxing and initial first look. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those below. This is Andrew from T is for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.